Hey guys, and welcome to my general fire signs reading for January 2022. So since this is for my fire sign friends, that would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And once again, it is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. So take what does and leave the rest behind. So you may be here from my Instagram where you may have seen the post of the cards that I have sitting here in front of me, and then the very quick surface level sort of where I just tell you the words or phrases that came to mind when I pulled these cards. And then for this video, I plan on giving more of an in-depth, detailed description of the reading, along with pulling a couple more clarification cards. So right off the bat, when I pulled these cards, I got a very strong sense of calmness, like a very calm energy with this reading. So some of the key words or phrases that came to mind when I pulled these cards were patience, slow and steady, meditation, self-reflection and self-love, taking a pause, and where you need to be right now. So for my Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius friends, for January 2022, I am getting the sense that you don't need to rush like head first into this new year. I feel like a more slow and steady approach would be a better fit for you. I feel like this past year has been a bit of a challenge. I know that it's definitely been challenging for everyone given the circumstances that we're all going through right now. But with that being put aside, I feel like you may have gone through some other types of difficult situations this year as well. And I'm getting the feeling that January would be a good time for you to take a pause and to do some self-reflection and healing and maybe even meditation, just to take some time out for yourself to really just appreciate all that you've been through, for one, and to also give yourself that time to heal. I'm not getting the sense that you're lost or that you don't really know what direction to go into for the new year. I feel like you may already be confident in that. I'm also getting that it's not something that you should rush into straight away. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. He gives off a very confidence and like reassuring vibe that he knows what direction he's going into, but he's not moving very fast. And same with the Page of Wands, and it's funny because they're both looking in the same direction. I feel like they also give off that same sort of vibe. Very confident and very sure of where they want to go. But I do feel like there just needs to be that break before actually taking the first steps in that direction. If we don't give ourselves the proper time to heal from things, if we feel like we don't need time to do that because, you know, we're strong, we're independent, we don't need breaks, we can just keep going, and maybe just keep going, you won't be thinking about everything that you just went through. But it does catch up to you when you just pile things on top of each other and you're not really addressing them. It does catch up to you, and it's going to, out of the blue, you're not even going to see it coming until it does. And then the healing process for you could end up being longer than it would have been if you just took the time out in the beginning to do it. Okay, so now I'm going to pull a couple of more clarification cards to see what else you may need to focus on in the beginning of the new year. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands and the Tower card. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Two of Wands here. So again, I'm getting the feeling that you're very sure of the next steps that you're going to take. And even if you're not, I feel like you have a good grasp on some ideas as to where you want to go in the new year. I'm not really feeling like you're struggling with that decision, but I am feeling like you really just want, maybe whatever you want to do, you're very excited to jump right into it. I feel like that confidence and determination for you to just run straight into the new year and get started, I feel like that is very high, and I feel like you may be neglecting your inner voice and what your body is trying to tell you. And I feel like if you don't take that time out for yourself, it may end up being really bad for you in the long run. Or maybe you're just not someone who is used to taking a pause in life. Maybe you're just used to the go, 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 and you're more of the type of person who puts others ahead of themselves and never really them ahead of other people. But that is going to catch up to you if you don't stop to take that break for yourself. You have all this excitement and drive to jump into this new beginning and this new path, but you're doing it exhausted, whether you know it or not. And that joy that you have for starting this new venture or whatever it may be affected if you don't focus on your mental health or your physical health, if you don't put that stuff first. Okay, so a quick recap here for the general fire signs reading. January is a time for you to take a pause, okay? It's a time for you to take some healing time out for yourself because you've been through a lot this past year, okay? And you may feel like you don't need to take that pause. You're fine. You can continue going full strength. Just continue running right into the new year, and you're going to be fine. But this is a reminder that even if you are very confident, you're very sure as to where you want to go, that is great. That is wonderful. And if you're not, if you're still trying to figure it out, that's fine too. But whatever it may be, you need to just take that pause, okay? Focus on your mental, your physical health, because if you don't, it could end up really biting you in the butt later on if you don't do it now. I know what it feels like to have a project on the go or be very invested in my work and just want to keep going and going and going, but I also know what it feels like to hit that crashing point where you haven't really been paying attention to what your body is trying to tell you, but then you hit a point where it all just kind of comes crashing down on you and it becomes overwhelming, and then you kind of start to regret not listening to yourself earlier on. So if this is the sign that you need to take that step back and take some time out for yourself, then please do so. Mental health and physical health, it's all very important, and it shouldn't be ignored. Definitely give yourself a pat on the back for all the accomplishments that you have achieved this past year, and then reward yourself by taking that well-deserved break. Okay, so that's what I have for you, my fire sign friends, for January 2022. I hope you enjoyed this message. I hope you can resonate with it. I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday. Hopefully it's a very relaxing holiday. And yeah, I shall see you in the new year.